Hello, YouTube friends, and welcome back to our Bull Moose Teddy game. Looks pretty simple right here, just peaceful and nice, but things have gotten out of control. I told you it was going to get worse before it got better. This is hopefully the pinning at its worst. I spent a lot of time on this in the last little while. I hope it works out. I shut it off. It hurts my head to look at it. So we got ourselves into a little bit of a jam. I thought it would be cute to grow to 15 and get a neighborhood down and then go up and do conservation with the boost, but I should have just beelined it because I don't know if I'm going to be able to, number one, get Washington to 15, number two, get a neighborhood done. We're going to make an attempt. I have a Hail Mary pass I'm thinking about. And we're almost at flight. I don't think we're going to do an industrial era wonder, so we can keep on going the way we're going here. So we also have to renew all our alliances. We're still thinking about maybe going and turning this into a satellite community, me and my foreign wars, because we're going to try to reestablish our cultural alliance with the Khmer, and that'll allow us to take those cities and hold them. Three, and we get a luxury. See who else we can draw into the war with Nubia. Frederick doesn't like fighting. Okay, I think that's enough trouble for her. Okay, so we've got a couple of things done at the beginning here. We're going to take Monumentality again. So I got pretty lucky with coal in a bunch of places, except for right here. I'm going to get rid of that pin. I might actually mine it because I would like to get the boost for steel. So I guess this is going to become my theater square now instead of a city park. We have five. One is under a grove. One is under San Francisco. One is underneath my government plaza, right next to the industrial zone. And the other one is here that we talked about. And the last one is right under Baltimore. So we've got four sources of coal that we're just getting naturally. We don't even have to spoil the environment. So we definitely can do some railroading, which means I'm also going to want to get a encampment as well. This is where I'm thinking about doing my neighborhood. If it gets to that point. So I've got to do a little bit of tile buying. I would like to get Magnus up here if I'm going to get that out in time. So if I'm going to move Magnus, I'm going to emergency buy a builder here. I'm going to chop these two things. I do want to get Mausoleum down. And I think I'm going to do an emergency builder over here so I can finish chopping out my shipyard. I'm going to accept this deal just because of gold per turn. Wow, Frederick. I do want to get that before Antananarivo gets it. And I don't think there's any food shops that I can do in Washington. Unless I went and chopped the wheat out. And I could put my consulate there. That's not a bad idea. I think I'm going to go emergency builder here as well. And then the last thing to do before we start playing, sorry about this, it's getting off to a real housekeeping start. I think I'm going to put liberalism here. I really want to get started on the engineers. There's a lot of engineers that'll be good for us in this game if we ever start getting them. In fact, I think we might even just purchase this one because he's been sitting there forever. Leonardo. Let's start working on your preserve. Hopefully this will get him up to 10 and he can start working on his preserve. I think Germany would be doing stuff with Hanses, but it doesn't look like they are. We should start thinking about securing some of these culture city-states. We needed to do that. It was going to be 21 turns before they turned 15. Okay, next turn I will do another chop. I don't have it here. I thought I did. I'm gonna have to save up and buy one. At least be 15 or close to it. 9 turns. Well, that's going to screw up the urbanization idea. Too bad. Thought it was going to work. So I've got 2 districts planned here. 2 districts planned here. So one of them will have to do this, and one of them will have to do this. Got the chops. I'm going to do the preserve here. This might be the place to move Liang to. Buy a builder, and I'll move Liang as soon as I get this down. And one thing I'm probably going to start doing is stop showing what I'm doing with the builders. Didn't even know. I thought it was Antananarivo's all this time. Looks like I have somebody else to send over to fight Nubia. Okay, Washington. Let's do that diplomatic quarter that we sacrificed for. Miami. Miami. Let's go for the commercial hub first. I'm going to be putting down my theater spurs late. Might take that away later if it's messing up my appeal. I think you just have to sit there until Washington gets to 15. Oh my goodness, I just messed it up again. It was getting so much food off that tile. Just going to temporarily swap these ones to them. Okay, so that's back to 3 turns. Okay, so we might still be able to make this work. I'm not fighting with Nagaz or Amu, am I? I don't want to go that way. I don't think I had any other districts planned for St. Louis, so let's start working on the theater square. See if we can buy a little bit of niter, get that guy upgraded. Need 12. Two privateers. Try to do it. Okay, let's see how cute we are. So I did manage to get it. Let's purchase a builder out of the Liang city. Can we build boats faster? Ancient and classical, so no, we can't. I might put skyscrapers in while we're waiting to purchase another builder. So that'll hopefully speed up this. 3 envoys. Well, let's do Nagazargamu and mess up a Manator. Okay, let's chop out this boat. Let's go around here next and let's get this tile or India snags it from us. I think the Archaeological Museum is going to happen. Let's work on that. Let's see if we can get your grove. Does that help you out? Here, let's get those tiles back to New Orleans. Give that tile to Chicago just to help them out. You fighting Geneva? Do I have to spank you again? Actually, that's a lot of military. I think they can hold out against the catapults. I think we'll just watch this, but I don't want to start losing builders. Okay, this is working out. Let's finish chopping out your walls. And whatever else we can. Dang it, I can't. Doesn't like the volcanic soil. It's Charleston. I think probably the harbor. We've got a grove we want to build here too. It's going to work out close. How many great people already we've got giving us the Antananarivo boost. 14%. It's pretty good. That is a nice city-state. Get back into the builder card. Added a turn to it, so it's not horrible. Should think about buying their lighthouse and getting him another trader. So we want St. Basil's here too, and we need a reserve. That'll be a little bit down on the walls. I was hoping it would be better. I think we're out of chops here, unless we go to do the gold chop and the gold chop. I'm not going to buy that tile just to chop gold. So where should you go? Nobody really has a ton of chops left. I guess you do. Tell me I don't have open borders with you. Oh, good. Okay, so I just messed them up a little bit. They have very limited access points now to get to Geneva. You just hang tight. Just going to pillage a couple of things for faith while I can. Okay, so in 3 turns, you will be able to... Probably your harbor would be the next logical choice. I do want the ironclad, so maybe I'll do that. Got a couple of chops there still. That's 2 free nights I've gotten from Meteor Sites. Okay, let's get out of radio into printing. And let's do our first many places am I still building walls? Still quite a few places need them. I'll stay in that card. Six envoys now. Stop playing pretty soon, so I'll come up with a plan for what I'm going to do. Start doing sanctuaries. Maybe that's a better idea. Six turns on this. And you can get started on St. Basil's. Guess you're going back to Jamstown. I forgot two of them. Source of aluminum. Going to be underneath the park. That's my first couple parks down. Just lost that. Maybe I'll pillage that and then I'll peace with her. I'll still be fighting with everybody else. I'll try to get organized. Maybe try again. Your grove wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's do your theater square first, though, just because I need to get down here and chop that. I'll send a builder out of Jamstown. Get working on your theater square. There's a couple more chops I can do here. I'm going to just buy a builder out of here. That's not what I want. Well, you head up here and you get this one. Till I can sort that out. Got lots of things for builders to do. Quickly do your city park tour and then get you back into Jacksonville and start pumping out builders. There, it is impossible for you to mess around with Geneva now. Let's do your shipyard first. Let's get your theater square. don't know if that's going to help me, but I don't want anybody else having it. I think I might be stopping. Maybe we'll get computers and check out our tourism and see if we can get an idea what we're up against. Don't have any of them yet. Gonna have to start stealing great works of art too. Gotta work on Christor. This tile, if I do that grove, I'll work on that preserve so it's done in time for me to get these 2 tiles. Okay, I think after I hit next turn, we're going to stop it. It's so easy to keep playing in this game. Ouch, that hurt. Well, we have 8 tourists, and as expected, it's Yair man. However you pronounce his name, that's our biggest competition. So he's getting rock bands later, but that's pretty good. We've got the most tourists and the most domestic tourists. So it's coming along. I would like to thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.